all over Facebook on Shreveport saying that I was arrested for kidnapping. And I was arrested for elderly abuse. And that's why they took me to Bossier Max. Who made that up? That sounds about as fake as that fucking Crime Stoppers out in Grand Prairie. Like, people really don't understand. All my charges are going to be dismissed. And this constant harassment against me is going to see to it. You can't keep playing with people's civil liberties. So you can't beat me in real life. Your lies will always bow down to the truth. So now you want to start calling people's judges. Oh, yeah. And then, oh, it must be. Because, see, I understand that the official King Pedo, you know, he's been wanting so desperately for me to go back to jail. I guess he wants, you know, me to go back to jail before I discover all of his victims. You know, it's funny. Why is it that people who belong in jail are always trying to get others put in jail? Like, the difference between R. Kelly and Jay-Z. R. Kelly being an illiterate who depended on people to help him make it through. Jay-Z, who was rather competent and intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Lining him up. Y'all get into it. Shit goes sideways. R. Kelly gets maced by Tata. And all of a sudden, you know, there's a problem between Kels. What's this, honey? I love you too. But that's not what this is about. This is about the fact that every time I have made a major strike against the powers that be and have tried to take them and put them in the proper light that they belong in and force. See, this is what people don't understand. People have been going to the cops for decades. People have been going to DAs, special prosecutors for decades. And guess what? They buy them off. They pay it away. They buy them off. They pay it away. They NDA it. They NDA it. They NDA it. They NDA it. Now, law enforcement has no choice. You have no choice. And it is an election year. And I usually make my most trouble on election years. See, y'all got to stop electing these people. Like California elected Governor Newsom. And guess what? Governor Newsom opposes reparation rights. He does for blacks in California. He opposes it. And guess what? He also appoints judges that accept bribes, allegedly, and do nothing but allow lawyers that do nothing but lie. Like that Randy person with all that makeup and that terrible wig to call me a felon on court record. The last time I checked in the United States, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Yet I've been charged with 10 different felonies, beat them all. And Judge Ann Kiley is putting on record that I am a felon. I'm a convicted felon. That's what she said. And all so that you could create some kind of weird restraining order, which really is just a gag order. so that I can't talk about David Spate's female partner, Miss Fuller Hutchison. At least those are two of the names that she uses in all of her lying and all of her bribes and fraud. It's almost pathetic watching you people struggle to stay alive. And I'm sure Tasha K is somewhere there. You can't give up. You can't give up. You must take her down. Why were people that I know in Shreveport lied to and told that I was arrested for elderly abuse and kidnapping? That's not what I was arrested for. I was arrested for being a fugitive. And guess what? I wasn't a fugitive when me and my family pulled up with the moving truck to move into... I hate even thinking. I'm happy that there's a family in that house. But to pull up on that street and to pull up on that house and to see that little boy come out, I was happy for him. It's a great house. But they did all of that to stop me. So I would be forced to be separated from my family so that I would have nowhere to go when I got out of jail, so that they could play good Samaritans and put bad actors into my life to destroy me all over again. Like they just did to Wiley, the Wiley show. That fucking maniac, the robot, called his family, who he's not in good standing with, convinced them that they needed to get his things out of his roommate's house immediately. The roommate ships everything else. Oh, by the way, he's special needs and he's not very smart. That's what they did. They manipulated this man into giving them all that information and promising him cash app. Now he's owed $600 for all of the stuff that he shipped off. Wiley's mama ain't got no money to pay it. He said he's keeping or selling everything that he can use to earn a living when he comes home, which is his computer, his microphone, all of that stuff. And all of this was done by Tasha K and her minions. So when Wiley gets out of jail, there will be nowhere for him to go, no one for him to come to. And the saddest part about it is they're the ones that gaslit him into having that blow up. See, Wiley started speaking out about Tasha K. Wiley started saying that Tasha K isn't funny. Wiley started saying that he was moving to Vegas to start his own comedy career, because if Tasha K can do it, anybody can do it. And then the next thing you know, he starts getting targeted. He starts having breakdowns. He starts running out into the street naked. And now he's screwed. Moved to Brazil. What do you think about Brazil, baby? You want to know what? I could live in Brazil with you. I could. With you, any day. Want to know why? You don't have a wandering eye.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too much AIDS.
A lot of AIDS. Lot of AIDS.
Shit. You won't get me.
That's the one thing that you growing up around, well, not in Hollywood, but around Hollywood. You know the hustle. Like, y'all Cali dudes, for the most part, especially anyone from LA, y'all don't fuck around. Y'all, everybody is terrible. Everybody, like, nah, you ain't giving me AIDS. You ain't gonna easy eat me to death. Like, y'all really. And then just even listening to, you know what, let me calm down for a second, because God knows someone's trying to figure out where I am right now, so that they can call the police and say I'm doing something. Like, when are people going to realize, oh, Pac did not play? And thank you for my skin. You know, they say I'm on crack and every other kind of drug. I don't know how I look so good on crack. I don't. It's funny. That was what they first started saying. And it's always that way. Like, usually, whoever is opposing the elite, the popular, Illuminati, all of that. You know, they can't handle when truth tellers come around. It just, I don't know, something about it. It just makes their heads like go, and then they explode. It's crazy. Honey, I've been asking people, no different than Cat Williams, produce the drug dealer, produce the Cash App, get a picture of me doing any kind of drugs. But no, what they do is they run around and they get these crisis actors on YouTube. And all of them are either mentally disabled, physically disabled, illiterate, or have like criminal records that are so bad, they're not wanted in society. And so they get a life on YouTube. I think what they're all excited about over there in the troll farm, though, is they think because I'm being served that means I'm going to jail. Like, I don't know. Everything means I'm going to jail. She's chewing gum. She's going to jail. She just ate waffles. She's going to jail. What do you mean? She sat down on the toilet like a normal person. She needs to go to jail. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Stop wishing people to jail. Stop wishing things for people that you wouldn't wish for yourself. Because that's usually what happens. Hey, Chike. You keep wishing things for people, and they're just going to happen to you. Like DJ EQ, disgraced and forgotten DJ who was married to disgraced grand plus one nigga, Talib Kweli. Like, this bitch really thinks because Tariq and them told her, hey, get a part of this YouTube campaign to bring Jag down and tell him this and tell him that. Bitch, there's so much more shit to say about you than there is about me. Not only are you a pass around, but you are a pass around and a DJ. And you passed your ass around so you could DJ. And guess what? You DJ'd less than your ass got passed around. What was that Consequence said? And if I really wanted to, I could have had EQ. Went to the set and the shit wasn't EQ. Could have had EQ. And I guess that's how all them other bitches got me too'd. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's real interesting that y'all don't pay attention to lyrics. But the people that really need to pay attention are the biggest haters. So let me make it clear. For anybody over on YouTube who's paying attention to Talib Kweli's estranged or ex-wife, I don't know. He really wasn't trying to spend a lot of money on that divorce, and he definitely wasn't trying to pay no alimony. You want to know what else I found out was interesting with you going through your divorce? I didn't realize the hustle. Like, because technically, in your last marriage, your spouse put it on record that they made more money than you. Right? And in California, community property states that you have to split whatever it is, 50-50 if you're going to move on. And whoever makes the most money has to pay alimony, right? Unless there's a domestic violence situation. And then if there's a domestic violence situation, nobody has to pay no alimony, right? See, that's your lawyer Randy's thinking there, Madam Hutchison. You didn't file a restraining order because you were afraid? Miss Hutchinson, you filed a restraining order so you didn't have to pay alimony. And then you file a restraining order against me. To try to put a gag order on me so I don't talk about all of your friends who I'm going after, like Jennifer Hudson, who you want to produce a reality TV show. Guess what? In the name of Yeshua, I declare that's not going to happen. Clive Davis isn't going to be able to help little J. Hud after he's finished being held accountable for the diddler. Like, how don't y'all get it? Clive Davis will come down. Diddy is effective. Bag of cinder blocks I could find. Swinging it at Jay-Z's knees. I'm swinging it at Clive Davis's knees. And I'm swinging it at anybody else's knees who has had anything to do with this tyranny, with this evil. Including my fiance's ex-wife. Either of them. Calling around the family members, triangulating people before they meet me. Make sure they hate me with everything you have to say. And guess what? To all of the people y'all ran around triangulating, guess whose videos you kept showing as evidence that I was terrible and to keep me away from the family? Ah! You used a pedophile's video. Like, what I find really funny about Miss Fuller Hutchison from Detroit, who's been living in LA, befriending terrible people like Omarosa and Deion Cole. Deion Cole's a real piece of shit, too. Deion Cole is a major Diddy doo-wop. I know he felt so special when he got that Old Spice commercial with Patti LaBelle. And it's funny because the second that I saw, I'm like, oh shit, there's nothing but victims in this video. In this commercial, there's nothing but victims here. Diddy victims. And Clive Davis put Sean Combs in position for that. Yeah, for that specifically. Because that's what he does. That's what Clive Davis does. The amount of abuse that Janis Joplin suffered when she wanted to leave Clive Davis management. The amount of abuse Whitney Houston suffered when she was ready to write her book. And then all of the abuses that she suffered. You know, Luther Vandross, it was nasty work, Clive. But the one that I pray to God to teach me how not to hate you for is Phyllis Hyman. Y'all tried to do Phyllis Hyman the same way you did Lisa Nicole Carson. See, I find it funny. Like, John Legend's manager, Naima Cochran, talking about Erica Kennedy and how she unalived herself because she was bipolar. What does any of that have to do with her book? What does any of that have to do with the fact that Erica Kennedy found a brilliant way to take Jay-Z, Diddy, and Russell Simmons and make them all one person? It just wasn't enough. There wasn't enough satire and covering for them to not notice that she was talking about them in that book that became a bestseller, and then boom. Now you have John Legend's manager, which, by the way, has never had anything to say to or about me before. Or at least not that I know of. But Naima Cochran, you take to Twitter? A lot of people want to talk about me today. Like weirdos. Weirdo has-beens like Star. From the Star and Buck Wild show, I remembered you. I do that to people that I don't fuck with. I make them think that I forgot them, that I never met them, that I don't remember them. And then I watch them sit there and look for detail after detail to try to force me to remember their name or say their name. It ain't no different than back in the day. I said Buck names first. Because you're a nobody. You're a fed. And you proved it last night. That's why I came to your show. That's why I came to the Star Report last night. Number one, I wanted to bust your ass out about that receipt we got on Vlad lying to Pierce Morgan. Oh yeah, Jaguar Wright is a conspiracy theorist, and she's not credible, and I would never have her on my show. Then why did you ask me to come on your show? Why did you ask me to come on your show? Right around the time the Cassie video came out. You had your producer reach out to me, Vlad, to ask me to come on your show, and I did not respond. Is that why you won't have me on your show? Because I played you the fuck out and I never responded to you? Because unlike Boosie, I'm not looking for a career in law enforcement as a CI. Why would I sit with you, Vlad? You the Fed. And I'm glad we didn't have to go head to head. I'm glad Clive did it. I'm sorry, you and me, Clive. Pierce did it exactly the way he did it. He let me go, he let you go, and then he let an attorney go who's seen the video evidence. And the one thing that Vlad couldn't wrap his mind around is that whatever I've been saying, that lawyer is now an actual witness to it. Call me all kinds of liars. You call me all kinds of stuff. And yet, everything I said, that lawyer can now corroborate. Because she's seen it. I told y'all months ago what was going on down in the dark net and what was coming up here to the real world. And I told you the diddler is going to have people running around selling off this footage to do hit pieces on people and to collect cash to pay for his defense. Like, y'all don't seem to get it. Desperate people do desperate things. I said that on the blue couch. Y'all remember when I was sitting there in my brown jacket with the black top on, and I had on my Madame Cleo, and I had my glasses on because I was hiding because people keep trying to arrest me for no reason. Usually right before I have a big social media campaign that's exposing the devil. It's real simple. Anybody that sits with Vlad, be advised, you're being watched. Not just by the people that are controlling him, which is the federal government, but by the people that are opposing him now. Which snare do you want to be in? Do you want to be a CI or do you want to be a scumbag? Because from here on out, anybody that sits with Vlad, that is the only way you will be addressed. Anyone who promotes Vlad, that's the only way you'll be addressed. I've been watching Vlad creepy crawl his way through black culture for a long time. And the truth is, the reason why he can say all the things that he say and get away with it are because so many black people have co-signed him. Y'all remember not long ago when the feds ran up in Boosie's house? He blamed Vlad for it. And then all of a sudden, everything's okay again. And now him and Vlad are friends again. No, your government person, whoever it was, told y'all had to be friends on social media again so you could keep collecting evidence against hip-hop. That's what y'all do. See, the biggest problem that they have is that whatever crimes I've committed, the statute of limitation is ran out on. Just like with Cassie. See, what works for the goose, it works for the gander. He should be sitting in jail for that video with Cassie and for every other video with him beating a bitch. He should. You're a fool if you trust Vlad. And if you trust Vlad completely, you're an op or a cop. Am I wrong, honey?
Yeah.
If y'all want to see that receipt, you can head over to YouTube and check out Set in the West. Whole receipt there. With the invitation for me to come and sit with Vlad. Right after the Cassie video getting kicked by Diddy came out. I guess you were trying to find a way to get me to incriminate myself or to try to find a way to tie me to something so the feds could make me a material witness in some way. Because, see, if I'm a material witness, they can compel me to give testimony that I might not want to give just yet because it might not be good for my victims that I've been protecting. But with a material witness order, if I plead the fifth, they can put me in jail and compel me to talk. And they can keep me for up to 5 to 7 years. Did you know that? That if the feds want you as a material witness and you say, I plead the fifth, they can put you in jail. Oh, yeah. They can put you in jail. They can. Because you don't want to say anything. And if I have to go and sit in jail, then that means I have to go back to worrying about who's trying to poison my food, just like Diddy is. Isn't it great when your enemies finally experience legitimately everything that they've put you through fraudulently? People have gone out of their way. They spent a lot of money trying to make me look crazy. A lot of money. You know, it's just kind of shitty. Really. It's all kind of shitty. Really. It really is. It's super shitty.
Constable's office.
I'm sorry, hello?
How can I help you, Constable's office?
Oh, yes, I got a phone call, I guess, from a sheriff the other day. He said he wanted to have me served. I asked him to meet me at work.
We're the Constable's office. We're not the Sheriff Department. You need to call 214.
Okay, well, why did you call me then? Because I saw I had a missed call from you.
Ma'am, I don't know. This is the main switch line number.
I mean, are you the kind of, wait a minute, don't you guys serve like restraining orders and stuff?
When we get them from the DA's office, we do.
When you get them from the DA's office. Yeah, I believe you have a restraining order for me, and that's why you called.
I don't know. I wouldn't know unless that person left you a message, but we're not the Sheriff Department. You probably can call the main number down there and see. Would you like their number?
No, it's fine. I'll be calling the courthouse.
Okay.
Very soon. There are people online that have been bragging, saying that you people are coming to arrest me and put me in jail because you have a warrant for my arrest.
Ma'am, I wouldn't even have anything to do with that. I wouldn't.
That's funny. Why does Dallas County have so much to do with YouTube and troll farmers privately, but never publicly? Like, when is law enforcement in Dallas finally going to realize that taking bribes and taking money to destroy people is not going to help? No, she hung up. This is what they want to do. They want me to be upset. They want me to be in my feelings. They want me to go crazy so that they can start saying I'm crazy again.
Criminal court 6 may I help you?
Yes, I need to speak to Judge Nancy Mulder's clerk.
Okay, I'm the clerk. What can I help you with?
I'm Jaguar Wright. I'm calling because people keep playing with my case and people keep telling a bunch of lies. And I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of this courthouse allowing Tasha K and the troll farmers that have been getting information and leaking it all over line, trying to convince people that I'm crazy and saying I don't appreciate it anymore. I just don't. My charges should have been dismissed. All of you should have dismissed my charges. Now, they're saying that I have to appear in court this morning.
Yes.
What time?
As far as around 9 o'clock.
Okay, that's not going to happen. I just got in town. I'm just finding out what's going on. You know, there's been so much problem with me trying to pay my attorney so that he can do what he needs to do to dismiss my case, but people keep finding ways to play with my income. And now that we've created new ways for income and everything else, now all of a sudden I have restraining orders coming from California. I have people in courtrooms in California saying I'm a convicted felon. I'm sorry, ma'am. I know I've been charged with a felony, but have I been convicted yet?
No, the case is still pending.
Exactly. The case is still pending. And guess what? There is no trial date, is there?
No, I just saw a court study for today.
Exactly. And guess what? I have demanded a speedy trial, and I have been denied it for so-called medical reasons that don't. Like, do you see how people keep playing with the law? And they're going after me. And they're
to the attorney, though.
No. It's really up to the judge, because Judge Mulder has been supervising me now for real, unlawfully since June 1st of last year. I have been denied a speedy trial. I have been denied everything. And now my civil liberties are being played with again. Please tell the judge that I can be there before 11, but I have to film today. I have to work today.
Okay, so you're going to be here before 11?
I can't be there before 11. I have to be on set filming not long after that. I have people that are sitting here online now telling people that I'm going to be arrested, thrown in jail. There's a warrant for my arrest. And when I show up, you guys are putting me in handcuffs so I can't go back to work. Is that true?
Not that I know of. I mean, I don't know where all that information is.
It's online on YouTube. And apparently they've been getting it from one of your clerks. And they've been sitting there doctoring up all kinds of information and evidence. But please let the judge know I should be there by 11, and I do have to go to work today.
Okay. I will let judge know that you will be here by 11.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
See you soon.
Okay. Bye.
See how that works? See how that works? Tasha? I'm not set to be arrested. There's no warrant for my arrest. I am not. Didn't that woman just say I am not a convicted felon? So why am I being listed as a felon in a court in California? See how that work? See, that's what that were. See, AI and fixing documents and all of this stuff has become such a regular practice on YouTube. How can you help? Demand that Tasha K and all of her cohorts be thrown off of the internet for life. These people are criminals, and all they do are cyber crimes. And now that the Pierce Morgan interview is out, how many judges you really think want to have me appealing their rulings? Anyone can be set up. They set people up all the time. And the truth is, cops ain't nothing but paid bodyguards. Who's ever paying is who's getting protected and served. Am I lying, honey? Bought and paid for justice, huh? Just like they did with my dead son. Truth is, the world should find me a pro bono lawyer who wants to represent me in all of this crap. I shouldn't have to pay. I've paid enough. I spent over $1 million in unnecessary court fees and litigations because Jay-Z wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't going to happen, Sean. I'm never going to be under your control. Never. You need to learn how to control your wife and her friends and their mouths. Because you got Beyonce in the Beehive looking real fucking dumb right now. 5 million unfollowed, and that number's going to go up with every image in one of those freak-off tapes. And God help, if anybody here, how that bitch really talks about people with her goof of country ass, they'll start unfollowing by the tens of hundreds. Again. And they should. Because the truth is, the only reason they were following was because of the witchcraft and the spells that were being pushed out through the media. Y'all ain't fans because y'all really love them and y'all really think they're the best. You're fans because you fell for the hype. And they are hypes. Diddy a whole hype. Diddy a designer crackhead. Yes, he is. Whole designer crackhead. With his designer crack that he breaks down, the purple rock cocaine and the turns pay. Yes. These are drug addicts. And of course I'm in Dallas. Yes, I'm home. And I'm about to get back on that blue couch. And there's a couple of people that's going to be with me on that blue couch this week. I find it very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. That's okay. Keep creating your little fires everywhere and send everybody in a frenzy going fetching water to put out all the fires. If I want all my fires to stop at one time, I just pray to God and he make it rain. Like he's doing right now. Real life street stars, baby. We back on the blue couch. You better believe it. And shout out to Pierce Morgan and to the producers. Oh, and by the way, A2 Titties, the producers didn't think I was crazy. They didn't think I was on crack. They didn't think, matter of fact, I think they liked me.
I'm gonna have you back. They said they're gonna have you back.
And they said they want to have me back. I'm welcome to come back.
Should I strike him? How about it?
I say strike everybody, baby. Fucking strike them all. Like you're a fucking weirdo. All of you. The things you do with children. A2 Titties, Andre Turner Jr., has been accused by Tasha K and her minions of possessing child pornography. The official king primate has also been accused of the exact same things. Sean Monkey Way had children with a crackhead, and now those older children aren't living with him anymore. I think he sent them up to Big Daddy's house, that white man that used to love having sex with him, who probably wants a younger replica now. Y'all make victims. You got another weirdo robot bitch who has a child endangerment case where a child passed away and she covered for the man that initiated the whole thing. Like, all of these people are weird. They hurt kids. I know I can sing. I've been able to do that my whole life. And they've been trying to stop me my whole career. Because, see, unlike Beyonce, I'm not willing to hurt people to get famous. See, that's the part of the story that they're not telling y'all. That the more terrible you are, the more they'll protect you. Look at poor Ashton Kutcher. All those things he couldn't talk about. You know, Vlad and Mila Kunis are both Ukrainian, and they spent a lot of time raising money for, Ashton and Mila. You remember? They raised millions for Ukraine. I wonder how much of that money did Zelensky actually get? Considering how Naomi Campbell's recent, misdeeds that have come public with the stealing money from the charity for a lavish lifestyle and, beluga caviar and $50,000 boots. Like, I think Naomi Campbell has opened up the very dark world of charity. Y'all sure Zelensky got all that money, Ashton? I know Mila probably gave a damn, but Ashton, you don't give a fuck about nobody. Look at the way you did Demi. And allegedly her daughters. I guess you glad Bruce Willis, is in the dimension now, so he can't remember to kick your fucking ass. I wonder if that dementia showed up naturally, or was it induced, like it was with Clarence Avant, allegedly. Charities are scams. They use them to launder money and to make themselves look better in the public eye, so people think that they're good Samaritans. The only good me being on bond still does for my enemies is make sure that I can't legally carry a firearm to protect myself. The only thing that my fiance having a restraining order on him does is keep him from legally carrying firearms, which they had some person named Benson running around saying, chat room after chat room all summer long, they can't carry no guns. Y'all go get them. Y'all go get them. They can't defend themselves.
Play with their life if they want
The only
to.
thing you'll do is make a victim.
Yep.
And put us in more legal problems.